This is Gorilla Tag, the #1 game on VR that has managed to surpass every other game in popularity. And today, I'm going to be telling you how a simple monkey game led to the downfall of VR gaming itself. To fully understand this, we have to go to the first chapter, the beginning. This is Lemming, the creator of Gorilla Tag and a small developer. You see, Lemming was like any other VR game developer, but then he realized something. Every single VR game has the same theme, joystick movement. You see, for people who had stick drift, this made most games unplayable, so Lemming decided to try something new with his next game. So he created his next game and called it Gorilla Tag. And Gorilla Tag was different. You see, you had different movement. You would move with your arms rather than with your joysticks. And while you're playing tag, this makes you feel like you're more in the experience. Because rather than just moving a joystick in a direction, you would actually have to move your body in ways to avoid the person chasing you. And it made this game super fun and very addicting. And with the success of Gorilla Tag came a new problem: toxic players. And since Lemming was a solo developer, moderation wasn't exactly the best. Even if the whole lobby were to report someone, there wasn't a guaranteed chance that they'd get banned. So Lemming created the moderators. You see, the moderators were people who had the stick, and if a moderator reported you, you would get permanently banned. The moderators seemed to scare off some toxic players, but it was still hard to catch all of them, considering since all the moderators were handpicked by Lemming, there wasn't enough to catch all the players. Gorilla Tag became known for its toxic community, but this only increased its popularity. And with every other popular game not updating anymore, Gorilla Tag became the most popular game. And along with this came new content creators, one of the first being J-Man Curly. And everything changed when J-Man Curly uploaded a video called "I Pretend to Be a New Player" in Gorilla Tag. This video gained over 17 million views and brought a lot of people to Gorilla Tag. This brought hundreds of new creators to Gorilla Tag, and to this day there are still thousands of creators. So Lemming decided to create the Finger Painter. Given only to the most popular Gorilla Tag creators, everyone wanted this, and any other VR game that had creators instantly lost them as they had nothing to offer their creators. This made Gorilla Tag even more popular, but this would also lead to the downfall of VR, and this is where we get into Chapter 2, the copycats. This is Big Scary, the oldest Gorilla Tag fan game, and a game with the same movement. You see, Big Scary was launched, and it was similar to Gorilla Tag with the same movement. However, there were monsters, and you had to try to complete levels to pass them. This game quickly blew up in popularity, as it was super addictive and fun, just like Gorilla Tag, and other games started popping up that were copies of Gorilla Tag as well, such as UGG, Animal Company, and much more. Everyone was making a Gorilla Tag fan game, and this actually started to ruin VR games, since every game was just a monkey game. The thing about Gorilla Tag is that it's not even bad, it's just all the copies in Gorilla Tag itself overshadow every other good game, so people just see VR for monkey games, and they're not interested.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when, like, a new game would release, and everybody would get excited, and it's like a game where you actually have legs, and you're not a monkey. And now you're lucky to even have a body.
VR itself is dying, and only people who like to play monkey games are actually playing.
It kind of sucks that all of the good game companies have stopped making games for VR, and all other good VR games have shut down.
I personally don't like how there's a bunch of really bad copies like UGG and Orion Drift, because those games just have super toxic communities, which just draw people from VR away further. And I feel like if we were to be able to have our old game communities, like Beat Saber, Blade and Sorcery, lots of those games are single player too, so you don't even have to worry about a bad, really community, then people would start coming to VR. I mean, we should get like Blade and Sorcery 2 and Beat Saber new expansions or something. Maybe bring back Echo. I mean, just bring back the good games, or keep having good games. And we will be able to revive VR, but if we're just making monkey games all the time, then it's not going to be good. I mean, you look at every popular game over the last couple of years, you have Big Scary Baboon, UGG, Animal Company, all of those. You're monkeys with no legs, and you're just kind of sitting there doing like things, hunting monsters and stuff, and they're all just crappy copies of Gorilla Tag, and they're not necessarily bad games. Not all of them are bad. It's the community and the fact that it's way too repetitive, and you never actually get a good and original game anymore.
Honestly, I do miss like when every game was, original. Like there's Gorilla Tag, obviously, which has been, the biggest VR game ever since, started playing years back by now. I think it's like maybe even 2020. And when the only other monkey games were like Big Scary and Scary Baboon, which are like good and they're completely different than Gorilla Tag, but it's still like monkey games. But they're completely different now. I feel like a lot of times it's the same thing. Like,
as you guys can see, I'm not the only person who thinks this. Every new game on the VR store is just a game where you move with your arms, just like Gorilla Tag, and they're all just Gorilla Tag remakes, copies, or fan games. And this is ruining VR gaming because we're not getting any original games. And if we keep this up, VR gaming will die for good. Yeah, so I was never really good with outros, but if you guys enjoyed any part of this video, please consider subscribing, as it motivates me to keep posting and it really helps out the channel. You see this? This is your family, and I have him dangling over a lava pit. And if you don't click the subscribe button in the next 10 seconds, I'm letting them drop. Alright, fine, you asked for it.